Hi there, Mike Corbett here with Business Ambassadors. Dereck Stinson will be along in just a moment with his guest, but my guest today on our show is Francesca Quarto, who is a local author, better known by many locally as Francesca Mohan. And she's written a second book in a series that she started. When did the first one come out? A year or two ago?
In 15. In fact,
15?
They both came out in 15.
Really? Okay. So you really got inspired. Not only had one out, but then immediately came out with your second one.
I was writing the second one as my publisher was printing the first.
Okay,
so.
and this is fiction. Wolf Master of Iron Mountain was the first one.
First book.
It came out in early 15, and then toward the end of last year,
Right.
you came out with Dangerous Dreaming.
Correct.
So tell me a little bit about these.
Well, the first book was actually, and is actually set in Iron Mountain, which is in the Appalachian Mountain Range, Pennsylvania. And my heroine is a Celtic wizard. And she's young, and she's beautiful, and she's rich. All the things I'm not, but that's my heroine. And she, as a Celtic wizard, has lots of powers of discernment and lots of supernatural powers. But she's been trained by her father and mother. She was apprenticed to him as a young girl, growing up in Ireland and then in Pennsylvania. So I've moved her into a second book, which is Dangerous Dreaming, a different setting altogether. Some of the main characters will reappear in following books. I have at least 2 more. I'm writing the 3rd, and I'm looking at the 4th. The 4th I'm going to go to Ireland and research for.
Really?
That is my goal.
Wow.
Yeah, in 2017. So I'm hoping, and I already have the title. I always start with the title, and then I work around. Where did that title come from? And then I find my stories. It's very bizarre.
Huh.
But she will be having her second adventure, which is Dangerous Dreaming, in Utah, in a sacred place, sacred to many different religious kinds of sects, like the Wiccans, and in this case, the Wiccans are part of that book.
Wow.
It's one of the oldest religions in the world, actually, and I found out in my research that the Wiccan religion is actually protected in this country as a religion.
Really?
Not just a cult. So it's considered that.
So where does this come from? How did you get interested in this topic, and where do the ideas come from to sort of propel these books forward?
I like to make things up. I have a very good imagination,
Okay.
I hope. But I really like the strong young woman as the protagonist in any story. I really want to promote strong women and strong girls that are aspiring to things outside of the normal roles. Now, the fact that she's a Celtic wizard and is trained as such in the Druid tradition, that's kind of just something that I've always been curious about. I'm not pagan, but paganism has been around since before Christ, as we all know. And in fact, many Christian, I'll probably get a lot of flack about this, but many Christian ceremonies or events, such as Christmas and that, they integrated a lot of the pagan philosophies or styles or whatever ceremonial
Well, even the dates. I
into
mean, I
it.
believe that Christmas is actually, Jesus was not born in December.
Right.
And so they took the solstice celebration
Exactly.
and sort of combined the two together.
Right. And it's okay because it honors other philosophies and other thoughts, but it also incorporated a lot of different peoples in the interest of Christianity. So she is not a devil worshiper or anything like that. She's a very good person. I wrote these books with the thought that my mother could read these books and she wouldn't turn red and blue and cast me out of the family. But these are definitely not written down. I never believed in talking down to my kids, or when I taught, I never did.
But they are written for kids.
A young person can read either of these books, and I've had adults that have read both of them and enjoyed them.
Right.
So they're, I try to appeal to a wide audience that way.
How do you do research for this? Now you say you're going to go to Ireland for the first
For the
one.
fourth book.
For the fourth book. But you
Right.
have
I
written
actually-
both of these without going to Ireland.
Right.
And yet she's from Ireland.
I
So
actually,
how do you do your research?
Well, I actually have a Druid dictionary that I downloaded.
Okay.
The internet is wonderful. I do
You
not.
can go just about anywhere on the internet.
You can go,
can't you?
and I don't know. I just admire people that did not have access to that. You know, like
Yeah.
Norman Mailer or James Michener, and beautiful
Yeah.
background that they had to research, and I could just hit a button. But I actually lived in the mountains of Appalachia for a while,
Okay.
so I'm very familiar with that area. The Utah, the book of Dangerous Dreaming takes place in Utah in a valley called the Valley of the Gods, which I also visited, and I was in that area of the four corner area of the Southwest for about 3 weeks.
I see.
So, and I just research. I get online and research. Book number 3 I'm writing right now, and that takes place in San Francisco.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and I'm very, very conversant with that area because my
Mhm.
parents used to live there, and I have a lot of family on the West Coast.
So this woman moves around around the country.
She is a sleuth. She is a wizard detective.
I see.
And
Okay.
so she is actually called upon. She's had investigations all over the world.
Mhm.
And these are just 2 of them, the 2 places, and the third one will be in Chinatown in San Francisco.
Okay.
But it'll be in the old Chinatown, which was buried in 1906 during that horrible earthquake,
Really?
which leveled that area.
Wow.
And so there have been all these rumors and actual diggings and stuff in that area of Chinatown where they found like catacombs and tunnels, and there have been stories floating around forever that there were dens of iniquity down there, opium dens and things of that nature. And so it's going to take place under there. So I'm researching all of that.
So does she have supernatural powers?
She's a wizard.
Okay. So
She's a
then
wizard.
I'm feeling a little bit of
Yeah.
Harry Potter kind of thing
Oh
going
yeah,
on here.
yeah. Only it's a very strong woman.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Obviously,
right.
from-
And actually, she owns a radio station,
Oh,
which ought to
man.
make a lot of people here happy. But she's very interesting to my mind
Yeah.
as a character. I think she's well developed as a human being, and she's part of a very select group of wizards that is part of the Green Council of Green Wizards, and she serves the Green Mother.
Okay.
Which she believes, and they believe in the whole earth and a pure earth, and so
Mhm.
she's to protect anything of this realm.
Okay.
We're in the first realm.
Tell me a little bit about getting published now. You know, you hear stories about how J.K. Rowling had to go to 150 publishers or however many
Right.
she went to and finally found someone. Was it difficult for you to get published?
Actually, it was not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. You have to write some really good query letters and send samples of what you've written, maybe like the first 2 chapters or whatever, to get their interest. I probably sent out to maybe 6 publishers,
Wow.
and I was very quickly taken up by Telltale Publishing.
Wow.
Just I guess the genre was just interesting to them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's great. How do people go about ordering a book like this or
They
buying? Is it
can-
available in local bookstores?
If you go in and order it, they will order it for you. You can find them on Amazon at Telltale Publishing. It's in both the softcover book and ebook. And if you go into a bookstore, just tell them the name of the book, the author, and they'll order it, and then you pay for it, and there you are.
I see. So you can download it to a tablet kind of thing?
It can actually, a Nook or a Kindle,
Mhm.
in both formats, so.
Well, that's great. Well, congratulations
Thank you.
on writing 2 books in 1 year.
Yeah, I
And,
don't know where that came from. I'm still wondering.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Very productive. And the fact that we've got 2 new ones hopefully in the works and
Yeah.
coming out soon.
Well, I'm hoping to finish the 3rd very soon.
We'll be looking forward to that. And thank you so much for coming on and good luck with it.
Well, thank you so much.
All right. Francesca Quarto, the name of the most recent book is Dangerous Dreaming, and it's available online and at bookstores as well. So Dereck will be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
You know, when when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters, with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
You're up, baby.
Welcome back. I am Dereck Stinson, and I am lucky today to have a special guest, Dana Stemen. And Dana owns a company called Image by Dana. Thank you, Dana, for joining us today. So, fill me in a little bit about how you got started with your business and what do you do?
I started a long time ago, far away in a country across the ocean in Romania. I started in 1993 with this first sign company. At that time, there were hardly any computers or no color plotters, so we kind of do everything by hand to begin with, and evolved. And I really like the field because every job is different and it's very, very creative. And I just love to see my work everywhere. And I moved in the United States 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I already knew the field, so it was easy to just pick up here and create a new business with in the same field. It's Image by Dana. So
field.
And I was really lucky to have. I married my husband here, which is a Noblesville person. And, and he kind of helped me get oriented in the area and start, and it was really good.
Yeah, because your husband Scott, he had a business downtown.
He had
too,
a business
right?
for a long time, Southwest Style, and
it
was a pretty successful business, but he closed that one.
Okay.
I wish he would still have it.
we do. There's some neat stuff.
I met a lot of people telling me that they loved the store and it was a good business. But
so he was able to kind of help you get going and get your business going.
And then through referrals, and I really like to create logos, from logos to everything.
Okay.
In sign world. I mean, there are things that I cannot do, but most of the things I can.
So a new business that's starting out, and they have a name, but don't have anything else. What are your steps? What can you do to help them with that?
Well, probably for me it helped a lot. I joined a group in Noblesville called Noblesville Marketing Group, it was a really good place to be because I started getting work through the group and referrals, and it really helped me out a lot to begin with.
Okay.
And it was a good group. If you do good, they refer you. If you don't, they don't. So obviously it worked out.
So you're doing good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was very fortunate. I want to thank everybody that helped me start here and get accommodated in the area. And it's a really beautiful area, beautiful town, beautiful people. they're really nice people here.
Yeah, I've been here for several years and enjoyed it. It seems like everyone's all smiling and happy most of the time.
They're
right?
very optimistic. They're very optimistic people.
Now, you said that you do create logos for people. Is that where maybe they have a logo already and you use your expertise to tell them?
Most
how
of
to
the
help,
people
or-
have an idea and they need the design for it.
Mhm.
They put it in a vector format, which is a format they use in the sign industry to use it for any purpose or size.
Okay.
And I kind of help them with that, and then create from there everything they need visual. Like I can make you see your sign. If you have a building, I can place it on the image of your building or your vehicle. I can place the signage on the image of your vehicle
Okay.
or T-shirt, or it doesn't matter what it is. I can make you see it, how it's going to look when it's going to be done,
When
and you
it's
can,
done.
be sure that you like it or you don't.
Mm-hmm. And I see on your vehicle, you do those decals. Do you do the wraps too, or what all do you do with people's vehicles?
No, I do not do wrap. In fact, I have a saying, I rock, I don't wrap. That's just my saying. No, I don't do wraps for multiple reasons. I think I've seen many wraps done very good,
Mm-hmm.
and I see wraps that they're too cluttered, and you do not have time when your car goes by in 2-3 seconds to notice what it is on the vehicle,
Sure.
and you
yeah.
pay a good amount of money for something that is not visual effective.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe you can do graphics on a vehicle that are with minimal message that has high impact. But people remember a name and a phone number
Mm-hmm.
and a subject a lot better than a clutter on a vehicle when you don't understand what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're gawking at your wrap, it's
just-
might hit someone or something.
And you can
so-
get a lot more effective
More
in
effective.
cost and visual.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I caught you also make T-shirts as well for.
Pretty much everything,
Vehicle.
T-shirts, magnets on the vehicles, yard signs.
Mm-hmm.
My specialty from back home was vehicle graphics.
Okay.
I used to letter up those big semi-trailers. I had letter up with my companies back home, probably hundreds of those big semi-trailers.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but everything in the field can be done.
Can be done.
Yes, and I love it. Every job is mostly different.
Okay.
Than the other one, so it makes it fun and interesting.
So it's something different every
Yes.
day.
Mhm,
And then
mhm.
I assume when you go out and you say, "Hey, I helped make that, helped design that,"
It
it's quite an
feels good. It
accomplishment.
feels good when you see it out there and you know you had a hand on it.
Uh-huh. And I also heard that you make jewelry as well. Is that
I
correct?
do jewelry too. I love jewelry.
So, and you sell that around town?
I have a few shows a year. I manufacture jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
I use a lot of stones, natural stones, and gems, and it's all creative. So
Yeah.
I like everything that's creative. As a background, I finished wood sculpting.
Really?
But, yes, but that's not something that really, probably at all age if my wrists are ever gonna be good for that. But I love signs, and since I started with signs, I really love it, and I love jewelry too. So.
So all of your you're very creative. It
Well,
sounds like.
It's I like every piece is unique. Everything is unique, and I try not to do two jewelries the same. So
Mm-hmm.
when somebody has something that I created, it's going to be the only one.
Be the only one.
Mhm.
Neat.
Yeah.
And so, where can people buy your jewelry?
They can contact me through Image by Dana, and I'm getting ready to have a line of jewelry, but this is a little side thing that I'm getting ready
Sure.
to launch. But I'll make it public.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll have some good signs promoting it as
Yes,
well.
yes. I think I'll do my own size.
So, where do you see your business going in the next years? What are your business goals?
Well, so far I'm working out of home,
Mhm.
and it's been working pretty good because I have no overhead and I have all my equipment, so I could work. It's really comfortable to work like this
Mhm.
because you work at any time and you work a bigger volume,
Right.
but you never stop working. So at some point I'm thinking of having my own space somewhere in town, or and starting that be able to offer more over small items and have clients coming in.
Okay. And do you also do business cards as well?
Everything there is paper or vinyl. I do business cards, logos, flyers. Everything there is paper.
Okay. Good. So if someone is interested in working with you and getting more information, what's the best way that they can reach out to you?
Either through email or my phone number, which is 317-674-2674, or at imagebydana@yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com. All right.
All the information is on the web too, Image by Dana.
Okay. Image by Dana.
Yes.
And also you can go to Noblesville Marketing Group, visit them on
The same,
Fridays
yes.
at 7, because you're always there. We're both
7
in that
o'clock
group
in the morning.
together.
Yeah,
And
it's a very good place for any business people to start.
Mhm.
It's a group that really helped me and helped other people that I know that they got through the group they got business and they did good.
well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being
Dereck.
my guest today. And
Thank you.
if you are looking for some needs for your business, some signs or cards or T-shirts, or not a wrap, but a sticker for your car advertisement, call Dana or check her out online. We'll be right back after this moment.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters, with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
Hey, we're back. It's a big week for me. Actually, it's a big season for me. We've got Hamilton County Business Magazine. The next edition comes out this week. For business people, that is anybody, it's mailed to all the Chamber of Commerce members in the county. So anybody who is a member of a chamber will get it in the mail. Cover story in this edition is all about Cicero, which amazing things are happening up in Cicero. They just started a new Main Street organization up there and hired on a director for it, and they've got a lot of momentum going, and so the whole cover story is about that. But just lots of good things about business going on in Hamilton County. Nice. Hamilton County Business Magazine. We also, we do a community guide for Hamilton County. It's an annual publication that goes in all the local hotels. We're just kicking off sales for that, so we're working on that. And a new project that we have coming up this year is we're doing a fan guide for Grand Park in Westview.
Are you?
Yeah, so we're kind of busy, and we just had
busy guy.
We had the Hamilton County Home Show last weekend.
Yeah, how'd
that's
that
out of the way. It didn't go so well. You remember Saturday, well, the roads were glazed with ice, so that cut into attendance. And Saturday is generally our biggest day, and then it went downhill from there because Sunday wasn't all that great either. It was kind of cold outside. So we only had a few hundred people, which was a little disappointing. But the vendors seem generally pleased with it. But yeah, we're gonna have to lobby for some better weather or move it to a different time of year.
It was like that a couple of years ago.
It
too,
was.
wasn't it? We had
Yes,
the
it
worst
was.
snow. but-
I really feel bad for people whose businesses are totally dependent on the weather, like ski areas
Yeah.
and things like that. Man, when you got to depend on the weather, you can't always depend on cooperation.
No.
So I don't know. I'm rethinking whether or not the Hamilton County Home Show is something I really want to continue doing. If it's going to continue to be dependent on the weather like that, so we'll see. We're reevaluating it. I just the people who go are generally pleased, and the vendors generally seem to be pretty happy with it because the people who come to the show are generally in the market for their products and so forth. But I don't like putting up with disappointment from vendors when we don't get the numbers that we anticipate that we're supposed to be getting. So at any rate, that's the beautiful thing about being in business for yourself. These things come and go, and you just focus on the things that that do well for you. So right now, print is our main focus, and so we're going to continue to pursue print products for now.
And when it's coming out this week? The
Business magazine?
Yes,
Yes.
the business magazine. That'll be hitting.
It comes.
the mailbox.
It's everybody's mailboxes this week, and
Good.
people can subscribe to it if they want.
Yeah.
It's $20 a year. If you don't want to
Well
belong
worth
to a
it.
chamber, and you subscribe, as a matter of fact,
Yeah.
thank you so much because he likes to get a copy.
Yeah,
of it.
I look forward to it every couple
That's
months.
great. It's only $20 a year, and it can be delivered to your home that way. And it's just features about Hamilton County business, all local, all written by local people, and people seem to like it okay. But yeah, if you don't want to have it, if you don't want to subscribe to it, and you still like to get a copy, all the chambers get them. There are 4 chambers in the county. You can go pick one up at the chamber. There's a rack out in front of the right on Logan Street there at 9th, Logan and 9th in Noblesville. You can get it there. Take it to Noble Coffee. The libraries all get copies, so it's around. The visitor centers get it as well. There's a visitor center in Carmel, and then the one in Noblesville will get copies as well, so people can pick it up there. So
Good.
It's generally available.
Yeah, definitely check that out.
But enough about me. Let's talk about you a little
Sure.
bit. So you've got now Mariana is changing now to First Merchants.
Yeah.
Is that totally? It's not totally complete yet, is it? Because I still see the Mariana sign in
Yes.
the bank in Noblesville.
Mm-hmm.
Give us an update.
We had our legal closing was December 31st, or the beginning of January was our legal closing. So Mariana is now a division of First Merchants.
Okay.
So we're going through conversion, everything now, and then March 14th is when we will open as First Merchants.
Okay.
Everything is going very smooth, so we're looking forward to it. I will be. My branch is going to be part of the new park that will be coming here next year. So I'm going to be moving to the First Merchants right across the street from the courthouse, the downtown branch.
Oh, you are?
There, the
Good.
main.
That's my
main
branch.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking forward to coming in there.
I come in every week.
Good.
With my little deposit.
Good. We're gonna make some changes. There's gonna be we're gonna be very focused on customer service, taking care of our clients. You're gonna see me around, so if you have issues, you can come directly to me, and we'll make sure that we get it all taken care of. I'll be going through this all with everyone, and we are very excited to be joining First Merchants. So.
I know that you have already done a lot of remodeling on that location.
Yeah.
The entire office has been remodeled and so forth, so I can tell that you guys have been working on the whole consolidation. And then the building there farther down on Logan and 19, what's going to happen to that? Are you selling that?
From my understanding, that'll be part of the.
It's actually gonna be part of the park?
Part of the park. I think it's going to be my understanding is going to be restrooms and maybe like the community room where
room.
you can go in there and meet.
Excellent.
So we have a lot of neat pictures and stuff there. So I think they'll be keeping some of those. And
Good. It's a nice building.
Yeah.
And it's got a drive up, so the
It
Parks
does.
Department will now have a drive up.
Uh-huh.
They'll use it for them. Maybe they'll start serving fries.
Maybe. I'll take some.
Yeah, why not?
I'll be interested to go in there and say down the road, say, "Oh, that was my office."
That's
as I'm
right.
Going to the restroom.
That's right. Well, Dereck, it's fun doing this with you.
You too, Mike.
Good seeing you. We'll be back again. He and I will be back next month with a different. Remember, the way this works now is we're rotating hosts, so we'll be back with different hosts next month, but always with an interesting guest having something to do with business in Hamilton County on Business Ambassador. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.